Sarvebhyo Namo Namah. Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Narendra Kumar. I am an assistant professor at Department of Applied Sciences and Humanities and head of Indian Knowledge System Cell at Panipat Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today, I am very excited to introduce you to a remarkable course, Indian Knowledge System Concepts in Engineering. This is a 2 credit course, compulsory course for all UG engineering students. This course will fundamentally change how to view your engineering discipline, your heritage, and your role as an engineer in the modern world. Let's begin our journey together. So, yeah, let me briefly introduce myself so you understand the perspective I bring to this course. I have more than 7 years of teaching experience at UG and PG level. My academic background is highly interdisciplinary, spanning from cognitive science, psycholinguistics, neurolinguistics, English language teaching, natural language processing, an important part of AI, and Indian knowledge system. This interdisciplinary background helps me connect ancient Indian wisdom with modern scientific thinking, which is exactly we'll be doing in this course. So let me give you a brief overview of this course. This course will explore the fundamental elements of Indian knowledge systems, but it's not a theoretical only. It will connect ancient Indian contributions to modern science, technology, architecture, and engineering. This course will also examine the science, mathematics, technology, and architecture in ancient and medieval India. Most importantly, this course aims to develop awareness of intellectual property rights and the laws related to traditional knowledge protection so that we can keep our indigenous practices, traditional practices preserved, protected with ourselves. Finally, this course is also aligned with NEP 2020 and Sustainable Developmental Goals that makes it not just culturally relevant but also helps you in being a better global citizens. Yes, now the most fundamental question right now which is going on in every engineering student, why this course is needed for engineers, why AICTE has made this course a compulsory for all the engineers, all the professionals, not only engineers but all the professionals. Why? What is importance? So let us explore the answer of this question with a beautiful song from Pura Paschim movie. I hope you all must have heard this song somewhere. Its lyrics beautifully explains the contributions of Indian knowledge system to the world, like zero, like astronomy, like decimal system, like the civilization, the oldest civilization that we had, and even the art and culture. We were the first. So, did you ever think why our civilization, which is the oldest on the planet, is still thriving and surviving? On the other hand, other civilizations like Mesopotamia, Babylonia, Roman, they all evolved later and vanished. But we are still thriving and surviving. Why? Is it a luck? No. It's not luck. It's all about the scientific temperament that we had. It's all about the resilience, the system design that we had in our system, in our knowledge system, that has kept us surviving and thriving. And all these things, how, what has kept us surviving and thriving, they are documented in our ancient Indian texts. So here's the kicker: all these principles are exactly what modern sustainable developmental goals are trying to recover. We are spending nowadays billions on sustainability research when the solutions are already encoded in our ancient knowledge. As engineers, the students have the responsibility to rediscover these solutions and implement them in their projects and innovations. That's where the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern engineering becomes incredibly powerful. Moreover, yes, moreover, did you ever think about these wonders? I have given very few here. On the left corner, the iron pillar in Maharali, that is more than 1,000 years old, and there is no rust on that pillar. This is still a wonder for the modern science to prepare such kind of iron. The second one, the marvelous architectural design of Kailasa temple, which is carved from a monolithic rock. And the wonder is that temple was carved upside down from top to bottom. In the age of 3D printing, I think it's still not possible to carve such a beautiful temple upside down, top to bottom, from a monolithic rock. Then you see sundial that is still showing more than thousands, almost thousands of years old, and that dial still represents the exact timing of the clock. And on the right side, when the West didn't have any university, we had a number of university in our India, and all were specialized in different disciplines. Yes, and there are many more. So right now we'll not discuss all those wonders. We'll just try to focus on this course. Yes. Next, what are the course objectives? So these are the course objectives. The first is to understand the foundational elements, the fundamental things of IKS, and what are the contributions of those ancient universities to the world knowledge, the epistemology. Further, another objective is to comprehend traditional knowledge protection system and IP strategies. Why? This is very important because it has been observed that many of the traditional practices which are indigenous to us, they have been patented, they have been copyrighted by the Western countries. That is why it is very important to understand the IP, the intellectual property rights, and the laws related to the traditional knowledge protection. Further, this course aims to explore ancient Indian contribution to science, astronomy, architecture, and mathematics. This course will also analyze technological innovations and architectural achievements which were there in ancient and medieval India, and we learn the how and why behind those innovations. The fifth one is we'll see how to bridge ancient wisdom with contemporary engineering challenges. This is the practical application. How do we use what our ancestors knew to solve today's problem? So these objectives are designed make to make you not just knowledgeable but also professionally equipped to become ambassadors of Indian knowledge in global engineering community. Further, let us see after completing this course, the students will be able to achieve these specific learning outcomes. First, they and each learning outcome is associated with uh, each unit of the syllabus. The first unit, after completing the first unit of the course, the students will be able to analyze the fundamental elements of Indian knowledge system, and they will be able to evaluate the contributions of ancient Indian universities to global knowledge development. Next, they will be after completing second unit, the students will understand the significance of IPR and the laws for traditional knowledge protection. After completing third unit, the students will be able to demonstrate how ancient Indian contributions to science, astronomy, and mathematics established foundational concepts that influenced global scientific development. And after completing fourth unit, the students will be able to evaluate the technological innovations and architectural achievements in Indian knowledge system. Now, next one is what is the significance of this course? This course is highly aligned with New Education Policy 2020. This course will rediscover the cultural pride of India. It will help us, help the students in connecting new innovation techniques by bridging ancient wisdom to solve contemporary problems. Further, the students will understand after this course, this course is important to understand the intellectual property rights and the laws to safeguard traditional knowledge practices, and the students will recognize the Indian knowledge system's influence on world development. Further, this course aligns with three sustainable developmental goals: SDG 4, quality education; SDG 9, industry and innovation; and SDG 412, responsible consumptions. Okay, yes, this course also aligns with NEP 2020 in these four aspects. Multidisciplinary education, it promotes in, uh, interdisciplinary, like integrating humanities with different engineering sectors, holistic development, research and innovations for sustainability, and this course also creates transformative learning temperament. Yes, this is the course structure. So this is a 2 grade course, 30 contact hours, 4 units, and 40% will be internal, 60% will be external. That's it. And this is where the students can contact me, the course facilitator. Thank you.